Hi everybody, this is Mama Sue and I'm going to show you how to make these beautiful butterflies. And they make great bows for gifts and look lovely at Christmas time. Now this paper here I got at Walmart. I got a little book of it and it came in these different colors here. And these ones I think just look great as ribbons on, bows on gifts. They just look really nice as gift bows. But you can also do this out of paper. You can do it out of magazines. You can do it out of cardstock. You can do it out of anything you want to do it out of. Now here's some others that I made just with paper. Here's this one. That was out of some decorative paper. It cost me $3. And it comes in 6x6 squares already. So it's already ready for you. All you got to do is cut across the dotted line that it shows you, and then it's a square. But those are like $3 for a little pack about that thick. So you get quite a bit in it. You get a better deal with the big ones because I've cut it up and checked, because you can get 4 out of the big ones instead of the one layer. You're getting like double that paper if you buy the big one. And the big one's $5, and the small one's $3. So it's really not a big deal. Now here's one I made out of paper. Also, this was some of the paper that was in those, and I make them a little different because I fold it to where you have all your edges are already bent. When I don't know if anybody else does it like this, but I like to bend it instead of cut it. And then here's another one. But don't they come out pretty? Now I'm going to show you. This paper is a little uneven. See how it's off. It's not a complete square. So I'm going to show you how to square that up. What I'm going to do, these sides are straight. So I am going to fold right on that straight line there, just like that. Then I'm going to cut off this excess. Then I'll have my square. Just like this. I'll get rid of that. You could save that for something. Now what I do is I open it up and I fold it in the other direction. You know how I just had it folded this way. Now I'm going to fold it in the other direction. I'm going to fold this corner to this corner. I'm going to open it up. Now I've got a big crisscross, and I'm going to fold this corner here down to this bottom corner here. Edge to the bottom edge. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to open it up, and I'm just going to give it a turn, and I'm going to fold it top to the bottom. There we go. Now what I would like to do is I would like to put the whole thing together. Well, no, I'm going to do it this way. I am going to fold this corner here. See this little part in here? See that little triangle right there? I'm just going to lay that triangle down. I will get it down. I'm going to lay this little triangle right here. I'm going to lay it down right here. And then I'm going to kind of squash it right there. Just like that. See? All I did was lay down that on that. Just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to lay this one here. Let me see if you can see that. Can you see the triangle right there? I'm going to lay this one right here down on this one right here. Just like this. Now if I open that up, you're going to see that all I've done, now see that's the flat part of the paper if you fold it in half. But what I did is I just took these two corners and laid them down at that top, right there at the top. Now all I got to do is I can push down on this, and this will come down and fold right into place, just like that. At this point, I want to fold it all the way over. This side, this corner here is going to meet this corner here, because I'm going to put a fold in there that I'm going to, how much I want to take off my corners. Now I kind of want a big piece taken off my corners, so here's the folded edge right here. Of all four, you're going to have 4 pieces there. You should have 4 pieces right now. And I am just going to take that whole thing and fold it over just like that. Fold over that edge just like that. Now I'm going to take it, I'm going to fold it in the other direction. The whole thing. Just to get the fold kind of even on both sides. Now I'm going to open up the whole paper. I'm opening up my whole paper. And I'm going to take that corner there that has that crease in it. Right, can you see the crease? I want you to see that crease. Do you see the crease in there? I'm going to be pushing that crease right down like that. And then I'm going to just give it a little pinch right there. I'm going to do that on each of the corners. I'm over here. I'm going to fold this down right where the crease is, and I am going to pinch it down. Over here. Fold down. See, you can see it there real good. And pinch. And one more. Move it down. And pinch it. Now you're ready. Now we're going to fold it right back up how we had it before. Remember what we did before? We pulled this up to the front, and then we just push this top down. You want to see that again? Here it is open. We're pushing this square down, this triangle down on this triangle. Just like we're like squishing those little places where the creases are. Those are all getting squished. Down like that, and then these are down. And there you go. You got that part. Now what I want to do is I want to take this side right here and lay it right there in the middle. Right down the middle. Just like that. Now if you have a little piece, that shows right there, you can always just tuck that in. You can always tuck it in a little more. It's not a big deal. Now see, I tucked that in and you don't even see it now. Now you're going to have to take this piece and you're going to do the same thing and lay it right there. This corner right here, this side is going to lay right against that side. Just like this. Now I'm creasing that in there real good. Just like that. Now see, it's not perfect, but it's going to be, see, it's not perfect like right in here. Don't worry about it. It's not going to show. Because they're going to be on different sides. They're not really going to show a lot. Now, I'm going to take this piece right here, and I'm going to fold it all the way back and bring it up to here. Just like this. Now, it's going to start curling. See? Right there. See where I am? I turned it upside down to where these pieces that you folded down, these are the pieces you folded down. Now I'm going to take this piece here, this back piece. Let me turn it over. This back piece here. And I want it to come up, and I want this little place right here. I want that to hang over that tip. I want it to hang over this. So we're going to fold it backwards And it's going to make the butterfly bend a little bit. We're going backwards, 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 all the way up to there. See on the other side how you can see that little tip sticking out of the top? What I like to do is I like to put a little rip here. Other people don't do that, but I like to put a little rip right there on the tip. And then tuck those little tips in these little pockets right here. See those little pockets right there that were made from your last fold? I am going to stick those right down in there. Right now. See how I stuck half of it in there? Now I'm going to stick the other half in. You can glue them if you want to. You don't have to, but you can glue them if you want to. Like if you're going to put them on a gift so that it lasts longer, that would be kind of nice. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this whole thing in half. Just like this. And I'm going to just like squeeze right there. And I'm going to open it up. And there's your little butterfly. Let me set it down here. See what you mean? There's your butterfly. See? Same thing. Now, if you want to do it out of one of the more trendy papers, like I had here, or you know what? Here's a feather one over here. Let's see what this feather one would look like. What do we have over there? Nah, we'll do it with this one. This one's already been squared off. I showed you how to square it off. Then I fold it in half. I'm showing you 2 times just so you really get it. Then this tip goes down to that tip. Just like that. Then you're going to fold, turn it a little bit, fold this side down to this side. Remember, when you get done with this, you've got most of your folds done. Then you're going to turn it this way, open it up. You're going to fold this side down to this side. I just want to make sure you got it, because these are beautiful bows on gifts. Now, after you're done with that, you've got all those creases in there. You're going to fold that square down on, well, first you're going to move your ends. You're going to bend your ends up. If you want to, you can just manually go around and squish your tips down like that if you want to. Another thing I'll do is sometimes I'll squish it down further. Watch this one. I'm squishing this down further than usual. And then I'm going to open this little crevice up right here. See that little crevice that's made right there? No, you can't. See that little crevice there? See that little opening right there? It's kind of hard to see. Sometimes I'll just fold that down again so I get a rounder wing. Just folding it in. It's kind of hard with this paper. See, I'm opening up that crease. And then I'm folding it forward toward that piece I already folded down. Because what this does is it gives you a rounder edge when you're finished up. I'm going to do this around all the edges, and then we'll come back and I'll show you what that does. Now, if you want to, you can put this together to see how far you bent it down. Just like that. Now I'm bending that up to where I get a little bit of a round edge. I'm going to do it on the other side. Doesn't have to be perfect. None of these are perfect. See how different sizes? They're not perfect. Now I'm going to do the same thing down here. But you can always just do it with that one fold if you want to. And I'm going to bring this one in. like that. Fold it down. Doesn't have to be perfect. And one more. Bend it down. And fold it up. Like that. Bend it down. Now that you've got it like that, now you can go and you can fold this corner. Can you see it? That corner down to that corner. All we're doing is folding these right in the middle. That's all you're doing when you're doing this. I could go around and just go to each one of those corners and fold this in, and you're going to have all your folds done. See, I'm going around to the next corner. I'm going to fold that down. Now I'm going to go around the next corner, and I'm going to crease it down. This is all you're doing when you fold that down like that. Is you're going around to each of these corners, and you're squashing them down. Just like that. Now, when you push it together, oops, which way did I go? Making things hard for you. Like that. That's how it should be when you've got it folded back together. It's hard to see with this paper. I'm sorry about that. I should have used a different paper, especially showing you something different. I am going to fold this down and fold this down like I did the other one. Then I'm going to take this one all the way up to the other side. And that is going to make your butterfly again. And it makes it a little different. Although I didn't get my roundy edges like I wanted. I have to push it in a little further. It's up to you how much you want those rounded. This is a harder paper to work with. As you can see. Then you're going to... I took that in a little bit too far on that, but you get the idea. Push this in like this to get your butterfly shape. And there's your butterfly. I like it better the other way. I'll have to show you with paper, with regular paper, how to do what I was just going to show you. Because it just doesn't come out quite right with that one. Maybe I can do it with this one. I'll just... Oh, here's one I've almost got done. No, that one's already... Here's one. I'm just going to go ahead and do it quickly with this and try to show you what I was talking about. Just so that you can make those round edges without cutting your... You can make a rounded edge without cutting your paper. Now I'm there. Go down like this. Then I bring these two sides up to where your crease is of your paper. And then just push this little guy down. See there? And you can give that a little squish forward if you want to after you do it. Might help you. Do that all the way around. I folded it down. Then I took these two sides. Then I took this little guy here and let me show you this way. It's kind of hard to try to show you up at the camera. I pulled these sides in, and then I pushed this little guy down. Let me open it from down here. It's easy for me to do it down here. It's just not easy to do it from up there, you see. Now I'll go to the next one. Pull up those edges. It's just like I'm just pulling in the sides, you see? I'm just pulling in these sides to make a little tail in there in the middle. Can you see that? I've just pulled those sides in, and then I pushed it down. That's all I did. And you make them as big or small as you want to. Last one. Bring it in. And fold it down. Now, I got to squash all those edges inward. Then you'll see what I'm talking about. Now, the edges I'm squashing inward are all these little places here where I just did that fold. I'm just putting a crease in there. I can even go all the way across because then it'll crease the other side at the same time. I can do it with this side too. Come straight down and you can crease it. Now, you're going to fold each of these sides. When you fold it, it's just going to come in, and you're going to have your little butterfly like piece right there. I mean, because all of it kind of folds in together when you got it folded. See, there it is. And then it's just folded in like that. That's all. It's just folded in like that. And then you're going to take one down. You're going to fold one down here. Make sure you're folding this edge down on the crease. See the crease there? There's your edge of that. Because you don't want to fold it on that edge, you want to fold it on that edge. See what I'm talking about? Right there. Because that's the fold. That's the edge. You're going to do the same thing over here. Now, after you've got that done, it's hard to see with this different kind of fabric, but I think it's going to make a cool butterfly. Now you twist this upward to where you have your head up here. And I like, as I told you before, I like to put a little rip there and feed it into the fold or crawl space. See how it's going right in there? Now these extra little pieces, you can push those in. You see some white showing from your paper, just push it in. See? It'll hide. Then you want to fold this whole thing in half. I just fold it in half. And I'm just squishing it down to make sure it stays. And give it a little more texture. Then I'm opening it up. Now look at this butterfly. It's a different shape. But it's a pretty butterfly. See how it's a different shape? Because of the different things you do to the tips. And you can make those tips rounder and rounder depending on how much fold work you want to put in those. You know, I like these. These are simple. You could even take that tip away entirely by the way you fold it. You can just like, even now, even now, right now, I can pull this down and scrunch that in there, and I have changed the whole shape of that wing. See there? See how it is on this side? All I'm doing is sticking my finger in there and folding this crease down and then folding it shut. Now you got a different butterfly than the last one. See, it rounds the edges more and more depending on how much you want to play with that. Now here's the other paper one so you can see the difference. I mean, there's a huge difference between those two, just moving those lines a little bit. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. That was my tutorial for today. And I want you just remember to try to use these different papers. These different papers are wonderful for making bows. I mean, they're gorgeous. And there's such an array that of different kinds you can get that are just gorgeous. You know, just, oop, that one came loose. See, that one I didn't, that's that one I didn't tear and push in. That was my boo-boo. But anyway, I wanted to show you this, and I wanted you to know that you can put these on gifts. They look great on gifts. Here's a piece of paper, and see if you have a bow on your paper and you have a little bit of those stringies on it. I've got to make a tutorial for you like that so you can see how to use these things. But anyway, that's what I got for you today, and you guys have a wonderful day, and God bless you.